Welcome back, everyone, to our next quarter, or I guess it's a round of 16 match. The Amo back here hosting, and I actually, sadly, have Bravia here with me. Sorry
What's
about
up?
your last match, man.
Hey, man, you know what? We gave it our all. It was, we were coming fresh out of real life. We didn't get to play that many before. But Zyaria and Bob, they brought their all, and the matchup was the matchup, man. And that's all we could do is, just say GG to them and watch them throughout.
Yeah, so we are back, like I said, in the round of 16. We have Senpai Dusky and Alpha Rudolph versus the uh, Dragon Cant and the Bosley Beast. Both these teams looks like we got the second and three seed coming out on their side, and Senpai Dusky and Alpha Rudolph, they're actually 7-1 coming out as the second seed, while the other guys on D3 they are 4-4. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about Senpai Dusky and Alpha Rudolph, but Dragonicant and TBB, they're my guys. So I've seen them play, and um, I mean, when we were doing the first round, the group stages, it wasn't looking too hot for them, but they clutched it out and they got some wins, and so here they are. And I mean, I'm just hoping they do really well. And same to Senpai Dusky and Alpha Rudolph. I'm excited to see this match because they've been hyping themselves up for a long time about it. So I'm pretty
yes,
excited.
we've started to get into the picks and bans for them here. Uh, as it looks like we actually got some similar bands coming out from the last match, the Caitlyn and the Leona,
Yeah,
Nautilus and Viger.
Nautilus and Vigar. So Vigart, I mean, he's just really gross in a 2v2. I mean, that cage is just, if you don't get stunned, you're confined to a singular area. It's really gross. That's why I wanted to play it, but of course I got the ban. They dropped the ban hammer on my champ. And Leona, we played against Leona last game, and she hurts for no reason. Like, her auto attack hits so hard. So I mean, these are really good bans coming out from both of them.
So they are ready. So we are trying something here with the this round, as we are actually going to use the spectator delay, and everyone on either team has agreed to wait until at least 3 minutes uh, to before leaving the match. Basically, they're going to hang out for a minute or two after it's finished. That way, we can actually get the match in. Because if you leave beforehand, it just ends the stream. So as a result, though, because of that, we're in spectate mode. We don't want it's gonna basically we have to do the 3 minute delay. So we are going to kick it over to a little bit of music here while we wait. Okay.
Sweet.
we're back, coming in at you. We're into the game now. We finished the spectator delay. Should be doing the actual load screen here in just a moment. The AMO hosting here with Groavia, coming at you 2v2 action. Round of 16. Team C2 versus Team D3. Senpai Dusky and Alpha Rudolph versus Dragon I Can't and the Bosley Beast. We got interesting matchup, dude. No flashes coming out on the side of D3 here.
Yeah, very, very froggy. I mean, I was talking about this earlier. Tristana, you don't really need a flash if you're playing with your rocket jump well enough. But Brand, he's gonna have to be really, quick on his feet, and he's gonna have to have good positioning, especially with a Varus and Karma, in order to, not need that flash. Varus also took teleport. So he's going to be able to get back in the lane extremely quickly and maybe even get a hard push out to the turret, which, I mean, we've seen a lot of turret play in these round of 16. I mean, just getting the turret is good enough. So, I mean, teleport's a really good rune here to take.
And being in the spectator mode here, we do get the chance to kind of delay it out. Are they... I'm just... No, they better not just wait. They can just go.
Yeah, I think they're probably thinking that somebody's going to be coming from this side, right next to the river brush, but on closer to their turret. So they're probably just playing back until minions spawn, then they'll walk with minions. I mean, because we've seen it, getting that gank right there through that little alcove right there is something that people have been doing. So they're probably just playing it safe and looking to walk with minions.
So we have AD carry support versus AD carry support. Both supports have actually taken a gold generating item, the Spell Thieves Edge for the Karma. Interestingly, Brand has gone for the Relic Shield, so we'll see how that affects maybe his gold income and the ability to get in onto the items here if we get to the point where we're backing. So just some CSing early on. I mean, do you think both teams are going to look... I think Brand Tristana want the all-in way more than the Varus Karma do.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the real thing is if Brand can hit the skill shots, and that's like the biggest thing. They're both getting chunked out on red side here. You were talking about the items. I prefer Relic Shield, honestly, because, I mean, we've seen Karma hit her abilities, but, I mean, if Karma can't hit abilities, then she really isn't generating as much gold as she can be, because it's 15 gold per. But the Relic Shield gives you those really nice tanky stats that are really nice in a 2v2. I mean, for me at least, it feels really well. It feels really good to have those tanky stats. But yeah, they're both getting chunked out here on red side, getting pushed in.
And that's the Karma poke is stronger, level 1s, 2, 3, before the burn aspects of a longer sustained lane that Brand can lay down. The burst from Karma is a lot stronger. So we'll see how much impact that has going on further in. It looks like someone actually took the demolish proc on the towers. So who is that?
It was probably the Karma. And I mean, I don't hate it because, I mean, if in these 2v2s, thinking about going the resolve tree just for those extra tank stats is really nice. So why not pick up a demolish if it could be a turret game? If you're going to be pushing in and going for turret platings, I mean, why not go demolish? I mean, you're missing what, bone plating, I suppose you could take instead of demolish.
Yeah. It just kind of depends on what type of champion you are. The bone plating definitely would be an option in that facility.
Exactly. But I don't hate the demolish. It looks like Tristana backed as well. I don't think she picked anything up, but it does look like she backed.
Potions. She got potions.
Oh, she got potions.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's the smaller aspect of the mid lane. It's make a lot easier for Karma to lay full combos of one Q button down onto the opponents here.
Yeah, Tristana's getting chunked out again. I don't know. I mean, Brand is in there. He's landing his abilities, which is really good. I don't know if I've seen him proc yet, but
he's got one.
He's got
one proc, but that's not enough. As that's why I said they think that they kind of have their goal is here to just to get to 6 in the best spot that they can, and just all in onto all in onto Varus Karma. The hard part is that the other 2 champions have flash, and your champions don't.
Exactly. So, I mean, Tristana rocket jumps on Varus. Varus can just easily flash away. Or ulti, even.
Yeah.
And then what, Brand can't really, Brand just gotta have to run up. And it's just gonna be really hard for him. That was a big problem that I thought I had with movement. Was getting to the fight when it was happening. So Flash is, not taking Flash is a risky play, but they've got, 2 combat sums. Could work out, double ignite.
Well, they're gonna have to do something quick here. I don't know why the directed camera wanted to follow Tristana in the base. Yeah. That was really weird. As Varus and Karma looking to get their second tower plate here, right at 520, so they got a lot of gold here in the bank should they want to back off and want to spend it. Varus is almost at the 1300 point for the BF sword.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, TBB and Draconican have to do something, like now. Either, kill one of them or just keep them off turret wave clear. I mean, that's one of the things is, like, if you're not going to be running an all-in comp, I would have liked to run, something with really good wave clear because, I mean, Tristana can just auto, and that's it. I mean, she really can't do anything at this point to clear this wave. Brand, but Brand has it back. So, having the wave clear is really nice if they're pushing in a turret like that.
And that is the 3rd tower plate that has gone over to the side of C2 as they are going to back off here with this wave. They're going to spend their money, and this is going to be some big ticket items coming in on the side for both the Karma and the Varus. Let's see what they pick up here. Interesting that Varus went with a Bilgewater Cutlass and a Pink Ward. Karma went with Boots of Lucidity. I guess I get the boots, right? You just spam the heck out of your abilities. It gives you good movement and really good cooldown reduction.
Exactly.
She hasn't used a summoner spell, so it's not going to help with that. But the movement speed's going to be helpful. The Bilgewater Cutlass, Varus was healthy the whole time. He didn't get any poke down onto him. I don't think the lifesteal really helps.
I think he's looking for the active, reducing that movement speed. Karma can hit those abilities. And it deals 100 magic damage on proc, so, I mean...
I guess. I mean, that's true. I mean, I would have just bought a BF sword, but I'm not the in the 2v2 tournament for a reason, right? So...
I mean, no, I 100% would have also bought a BF sword, or even if they were poking, if this was my team, if they were poking me really hard, I would have maybe even bought a Vamp Scepter. Bilgewater, I don't know, maybe he's looking for the active... the active proc on it, I don't know, but Tristana picked up another Doran's Blade, and Brand picked up an Amp Tome when they back, so, I don't know. Honestly, if I was Brand, I would have picked up a Doran's Ring instead of the Amp Tome. Yeah. I learned that. I made that mistake
the health,
a couple games ago.
The health is pretty impactful that the Doran's Rings provide, as they've actually now placed the Pink Ward in lane. Oh, as Brand goes in there for the ult, and I think that's going to be the dead of him. Does put up the barrier. First blood goes over to the Karma. As the ults come out on the side of Varus in the Ignite. So, with just Tristana here, I think that's probably going to be one more plate, and we'll see if they can actually finish it. I don't think they can... Oh, they have to go in here. He doesn't have much of a choice.
I don't know. The armor from the turret plates might... I mean, yeah, that's all Tristana needed to do because, I mean, Brand's up, so she just has to push him off the turret so that they can't kill it. That Pink Ward is a really good spot for Pink Ward because they haven't been pushed in all game. So if they're just going to keep pushing this wave in, great spot for Pink Ward.
Nice job, Brand. Pushes Karma off as the burn does take down Karma. So, Brand getting some extra gold there. Too bad he's not going to be able to use it here, as Varus can just push this wave in hard.
Exactly. That was Varus was just, I believe, a little... If Varus was a little closer, the ulti would have went off on Varus as well. But, I mean, he got enough damage out, killed the Karma. He did his job well, and now, hopefully, They just need to push this wave in. Like Brand needs to just throw all his abilities on the wave and push it in.
I think
Because
the problem is if you use your abilities, you've run out. Then you use your mana. He's gonna need it to clear out the waves when the Karma comes back, which she now has. What does Karma come back with? She came back. Oh, that is brutal. She comes back with the Chalice of Harmony, the magic resist against Brand, and the mana regen. Just
that is
gonna
going to
be
be really
super strong.
And she's got her upgraded support item as well. So she's got some wards now, and she's getting I believe it's still 15 ability power on it. So she still hurts. She hits like a tank though. Still, I mean, I don't know.
This is the cannon wave. This is the cannon wave. Cannon wave. It's got to go, right? You just
they have to.
They have to all in here. Brandon Tristana, you have no choice. You have to all in. Use all your abilities. Use the Tristana ult to push Varus away.
And then go in on the Karma and maybe pick off the Varus. Like,
yeah, there's one chance. The tower's going to go down. So that is it. In favor over in the side of C2. Excellent job on the side of Alpha Rudolph and Senpai Dusky taking victory in game 1 of this best of 3. As talk about it here while we get up start for the next one.
Yeah, I mean, so what could Tristana and Draconican have done better? Try and push the wave. I feel like their team comp really wasn't. They didn't really have a lot of AoE for those minions, and it's really rough to push the wave out. Tristana just couldn't get the lane presence that she needed in order to push the Varus back. Itemization maybe could have been a little better. That's pretty much. I mean, the Varus and the Karma, they played their champions the way they should have. They, Karma was poking 24/7. Even if she was running out of mana, she was still getting that poke out. And it was they played really well. Draconican and TBB, they just had to provide some more pressure, in my opinion. I think that's what they really needed to do.
So we are going into the next match, and we will see if anyone's changing up anything on the bans and the pick side. Well, ban side first here.
Alright.
Let's see here.
See it. If I was blue side, I don't really remember what they banned. I might.
The Caitlyn, Nautilus, and Misfortune were the bans in the first match. So, and then they are now on the blue side, and Alpha and Senpai, they had banned Leona Veigar. And
I feel like if I was on the blue side right now, if I was, Dracona getting Bossy Beast, I would switch the MF ban out for something different. I really haven't seen MF do extremely well. Maybe it's just me, but I'm really not threatened that much by MF. I'd definitely take the MF off the ban list.
They have gone with completely, different bans with Lysandra Ornn. Whereas the other team has kept their same bans, and Lux is the final one. I have no idea what they're picking.
So, something I've seen consistently, I mean, people hate CC in these 2v2s because it's a round determiner. CC, it's just the only way to stop it is to ban it. Sweet. But yeah, I mean, CC is a big killer, so if you can get some CC in the lane, it's really big. So the only way to get rid of it is to ban it, honestly. And that's what looks like both of the teams have done here. So big, it's gonna be a big game here. See if Draconican and TBB can stay in the game for one more game.
Yeah, so we are going to switch it back over to the music here while the pick bans actually, or the picks actually happen, and we do the spectator delay to get in. Be back in a minute. Okay, welcome back. After the spectator delay, we should be getting into the C2 of Alpha Rudolph and Senpai Dusky has taken a 1-0 lead over D3 of, is it loading? Come on, screen. Please load. Thank you. Okay, D3 of Dragon I Can't and the Boss League Beast here. So D3 has gone back to the barrier ignite.
No flash.
No flash, but we were quick doing a little chit chat during the spectator delay. Hook City coming out from C2.
So excited. I mean, of course they didn't know that they were going Hook City here, but oh my goodness, do they need flash so bad. Because if they get hit with one hook, they're going to get hit with two, and then they're just there, unfortunately. They need flash so bad, but I could totally see, I mean, Teemo blind. Jax goes in and just wails on whoever got blinded. Could 100% work. But man, the hooks, man. Love it.
And Nautilus has gone the support in this lineup, taking the Relic Shield for his behalf, whereas the Thresh is, we're going to have AD carry Thresh here.
Oh yeah, I called it. I was like, yeah, he's probably going to go AD Thresh, which I haven't seen AD Thresh in a long time, but I mean, I guess it could still work. I could never do it. I mean,
do you think Thresh could have taken the new Relic Sword, or whatever that's called?
The Spectral Cutlass, is that what it's called?
Something like that. I can't remember. It's basically the relic item, but for attack damage.
Oh, it's the Can I open
Hook?
shop in this? No.
Nah, it's not gonna let you in spectator mode.
Rough.
It's okay. I don't think we see
mean,
any action till like level 2 anyway.
Me neither. I mean, maybe a hook and then another hook. Test it. Yeah, the Thresh and the Nautilus, they're going to have to get their abilities first. Especially the Nautilus with the root and then the AoE damage. As well as the Jax.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Gonna go in there. Get to level 2, guys. Get to level 2.
They just have to get to level 2. Jax can't get on top of him. He can't land that stun if...
Uh-oh. Not going to be level 2 for this, as there goes one Ignite Barrier has gone down, as down goes and flash in, and this is, I think, going to be the end of Teemo if they land. Nope, is able to slip on the way out of there, as all the summoner spells burnt on the side of D3. They just didn't get to level 2. That's all it was.
That's 100% what it was, and I mean, Jax's E was on cooldown, so any auto attack was going to go through. He didn't have his stun. There goes Teemo falling to the Thresh.
Now, that is not a win yet on the side of C2, because Jax was back alive. You have to get the full ace. They both did it at the same time for you to get the victory here. It's going to be a little bit harder for the two hook champions here to get the tower, though, unlike last game where you had an actual AD carry, so...
And I don't know, it doesn't look like it, but I don't know if Nautilus took Demolish or not, but it doesn't look like it. I might be mistaken here, but this is like the prime time for Nautilus to take Demolish, because he's going Resolve Tree anyway.
We will see what I mean, the tanks can just like absorb the damage, and as long as Jax and Teemo don't get CC'd, they just have to just not get hooked. It's such a simple concept, right? Like, hey, don't get land with a hook ability, but it's so hard to do in this small lane in mid here.
I mean, I feel what the Teemo should be doing is every time Thresh goes up for a CS, I mean, you're ranged, you have to abuse that, because they're both melee. You have to abuse it. And he hasn't done it yet. I mean,
they're hard
Thresh
pushing.
Technically, I'm pretty sure Thresh is considered ranged still.
That's no melee. Thresh is melee.
Is he?
Yeah.
I know that.
He's the longest melee attack in the game.
I see. Okay. Because Rakan has the thing where it's like you're still a ranged champion, but
Yeah.
you look like you melee. Um, but even still, I mean, just you have to abuse that you're ranged and they're not. Looks like Nautilus and Thresh backing a BF sword. Looks like Nautilus back some tank stats with a cloth armor and got some boots as well.
Oh,
Yeah, Thresh is 2-0. We got both of those, which is, I guess, how they want that to turn out. Um, and go ahead.
no, just the little buzzing noise from the bee.
Oh, um, yeah. Blue side did not go support item this time, which is understandable. But I guess it's. I mean, Teemo's the one getting the farm here, so maybe Jax could have gone Relic Shield
Probably not.
just to get a little bit more wave clear, but. Yeah, you just have to abuse this melee versus range matchup, even though it is 2 melee. But they're playing it pretty good, trying to stay behind minions so the hooks don't.
Jax is going to go all in here. See if they can actually get it out. Ignite and Barrier Burnt, trying to get in on the Thresh.
Okay.
Nothing's really gone down. Going to back
Teemo
on
going
out. Thresh misses the flight here, not going to be enough flash coming out, and this is where you can't follow because you don't have flash. Barrier is going to happen on the Teemo as it's going to try and run away.
Like both are just gonna walk away, scuff. Nautilus is still almost full health, unfortunately for the blue side. All sums burnt on blue side as well.
Oh, the blind hook!
That was a nasty hook. Draconic gonna go in.
I think this is going to be it if he gets autoed. And he did. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, as C2 have won 2-0. So congratulations to Alpha Rudolph and Senpai Dusky with the victory here in the round of 16.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. That was awesome. I mean, I see what Draconic was going for. He saw that he was under turret, trying to go for the stun under turret, I believe. But it he just couldn't pull it off, unfortunately, which it
just
happens.
Not enough health.
Exactly. Just a health problem, unfortunately, and they were super tanky. So.
Yeah. So that is going to be the end of that match. We do have another match here starting, I think, anytime in the next 30 minutes. Here we do have a match, like I said, coming in at, let's see here. It's supposed to be at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Eastern here, depending on if the players are ready. So we may get that one started early. Once again, it all depends on the players on that. So if you haven't had a chance, please swing on up. We do have a survey for a few questions going on in the rules tab about just a better understanding of the players in our league and what their thoughts are on a couple of topics. So please go ahead and check that out as we will cut over to an intermission here, and we will see you in just a little bit.